What is up, guys? Welcome back to another part of my Final Fantasy Remake Platinum walkthrough. You're probably thinking, where am I? Where is he? How did he get here? We were in the sewers at the end of the last part, and this is not the sewers. There's not a sky in the sewer. But what we're doing, if you remember at the end of the last part, we are quickly going to, well, I wouldn't say quickly, it's going to take an hour or so. We're going to get the last of the dresses, by the way. So what we need to do now, we need to do Chapter 3, then Chapter 8, and then Chapter 9. We don't actually have to complete Chapter 9, we just have to get to the point where you get the last dress and the trophy unlocks. But I actually do complete it, so I want to get that last Fury Ring, the third Fury Ring, because it will help on bosses going forward in difficult fights. So Chapter 3, we don't need to do any side quests now, by the way, guys. We're not going to do any side quests because what we're doing now, we need everyone's worst dress. Even Cloud's, yeah, we need her worst dress as well. And to get the worst dress, you have to basically annoy people. Well, not annoy him, but you're not gonna please them basically, and that'll give them like a default dress. So I'm not going to show every single thing here. Once I finish talking in a minute and blabbering, I'm just going to sort of give you a bit of a heads up on what you can expect to get through it quickly. So Chapter 3, guys. Chapter 3, you don't need to do no side quests, so this will probably take you 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You come here, you talk to the little girl, can't remember her name now. Her name escapes me. Yeah, so you talk to her, and then you head outside with Tifa, and then you're going to go back to the apartment, you're going to go sleep. You're going to come back here to the bar, and you're going to see Tifa again, and then after that you're going to go out for a little chat with Tifa. She's going to show you around basically, and then after she's shown you around, eventually you'll end up at Avalanche, a little HQ at the top of the weapon shop, and after that you'll get a mission where you need to go into the junkyard. You go into the junkyard, you kill all the enemies, head back to Avalanche, and then you get told to go and talk to Weimer. You go and talk to him, and then you get a little side quest for Chadley's report, and that side quest, it's for assessing a few enemies or something, I think. Chadley's report, so you can actually complete that literally straight away. After you spoke to Weimer, you just talk to Chadley, he's next door to him, and that'll complete that side quest. You'll get a bit of dialogue from Tifa after that, and then you head back to the bar, and there'll be that little Johnny incident, because that always happens when you've done one side quest, because you do have to do one side quest here to progress the story, and that's the one we do, the Chadley's report. You do this Johnny incident where you just follow him and rescue him from the enemies, the Turks there. And then after you've rescued him, you head back to the bar, tell Tifa you're done, you don't want to explore no more. And then you'll go in, and then you come back out, and you don't come back out. First you have to interact with the dartboard, and then you can go and sit down back on the chair. And then you can head out after that, after interacting with the seat again and get some dialogue from Tifa. You head out, and then you have to fight them punks, where they take you into that rat den. You fight them, and then after beating them up, you head back to your apartment, guys. Jess will be there waiting for you. You can invite her in if you want, and then once you're done, probably in like 6 seconds or something, come back outside, and then she'll be there waiting for you again, all dressed, and then that'll be a chapter complete. And then once you go in Chapter 4, the bike race, you need to skip the bike minigame first by pressing options, and then once you skipped it and you're back in Chapter 4 after that, then you can go in Chapter Select and Chapter Select to Chapter 8. It's very important when you're doing this, you have to complete a chapter, otherwise any progress you made in the story won't save. Items you pick up that save if you just quickly skip it to another chapter without completing the one you're on first. But story progression doesn't actually register unless you complete the chapter, guys. So complete this chapter and then skip ahead to Chapter 8, guys, and I will see you on Chapter 8. So I'm on Chapter 8 now, guys. Like I say, at the end of Chapter 3, and by the way, you get the mature mini dress. It's not a mini dress. You get the mature dress. Well, I guess it is actually. You get the mature dress when you actually don't do any side quests. It's Tifa. You get that as default by default. You have to do one anyway, don't count. But yeah, no side quests, you get the mature dress with Tifa, and that's one we need. And all I did, once I got to the end of the bike race, I skipped to the end, and then I Chapter Select once I could open the menu, and I've come to Chapter 8 now. So Chapter 8, this obviously is a bit longer, but you don't want to do any side quests. I don't think you have to do any on this chapter actually to progress the story. But you don't want to do any side quests here. You should know what to do. So you defeat Renault. If you put this on easy, yeah, you can put this on easy, by the way, guys. You don't have to do this on hard. I should have said that at the start of chapter 3. This is a bit late to mention that, isn't it, mate? Sorry, I should have mentioned that earlier. Yeah, you can do this on the easy now, because all you're doing, you're trying to trigger the new dresses, the ones we haven't got. So you come on here on easy, the bosses, everything, and everything will just die really quick then. You kill him, then you get out of here, out of the church with Aerith. You have to take the back streets through the junkyard to the slums. When you get to the slums, you have that little cutscene where you have to watch the video on the big overhead monitor, the screen. And then you have to make your way to Aerith's house. You go upstairs, come back down, and you can go outside. You have to pick the flowers. You pick 3 groups of flowers. It can be all the same one, I'm sure you know that. Yeah. And then you head back towards the Leaf house, and you give them flowers to the house mother there. And then after you get there, you have to go and find Oates. He'll just be sort of in the centre of the alleyways leading up to the Leaf house. And then once you've got Oates, he'll go back to Aerith. You'll go back to Aerith near the Leaf house, and then Oates will tell you that there's a problem in the hideout. Again, always a fucking problem with kids. And then you have to follow them to the hideout. You defeat the enemies in the hideout, and then you head back after defeating them and rescuing the children, the lost children. Then you head back to the Leaf house, Folia, and the house mother, and the house mother will tell you that there's somebody waiting near your house. It's rude. So then you head your way back, and then to Aerith's house, of course. Where else are we going to go? And then you defeat Rude. Yeah, you defeat Rude, and then after you defeated him, you go to Aerith's house. You have that fucking stupid game. Well, it's not a game, that forced story sequence where you have to try and get out of the house without making a noise, and the controls just go really awkward at that point. It's like, how can we make this really annoying for this? Let's change the way the controls work, the sensitivity and everything. Let's just fuck with their heads. That's what they did. That's what I think. And then you leave the house, and then you make your way to the objective, which is towards that collapsed expressway, and then Aerith will greet you on your way past, and you'll complete chapter 8. You need to complete a chapter, as I mentioned before, guys, to get all the choices you make to register. So we're doing this with no side quests in order to get Aerith's worst dress, guys. Chapter 9 now, guys, and this is the sort of most difficult one. Well, it's not difficult, it's just sort of a bit longer, I guess, and there's actually 2 manuscripts on here which I haven't got, because you have to do the chapter 2 times, remember, to get Madam M's, and then do it again to get Sam's, and on hard mode there's more manuscripts to get. Now, to get Cloud's worst dress, by the way, we've got Tifa's dress locked in now, and Aerith's, so just Cloud's we need to worry about, and we need to actually see the dress from Register. Yeah, so Cloud's worst dress, you get that from doing no side quests after you've done the Colosseum. Yeah, no side quests. But if you want to do Madam M's at the same time, you may be thinking, how do you do that? What you do is, when you get to the point where you can do the side quest, you make a safe game, and then you do it with no side quests. You get Cloud's dress, get the trophy, and then reload that save back, and it saves you having to do all the Hellhouse again and the rest of the chapter. Just get 10 manuscripts, because all it is for the dresses, you're just going for a trophy. There's nothing else great about it. So you can do that if you want to. Do no side quests, and then, well, make a save just before the side quest point, then do no side quests, and then if you want to do the other 2 side quests and get the manuscripts, then just reload that save and go and do it. But we do complete a chapter here because I won the Fury ring. And if you're doing this on hard, remember, the part before this one, I did actually do this chapter on hard, so that will take you through it. Remember, you need to go through it using no MP, so you've got enough for Hellhouse, and I've got a separate Hellhouse guide as well. I'll lob these in the description, guys, so if you do want to refer to them. But what I'll do, on the dialogue choices here, I will tell you what you need to pick to get Madam M's quest, just in case you do want to do that little trick where you reload later. I'll tell you what to pick, but remember, do not do no side quests to get the worst dress. And if you do want to get a manuscript, do this on hard and make a save before the point where you do the side quest, and then just reload it later. But we do want to do no side quest first to get Cloud's worst dress. But I'll explain this to you. Just give me a moment and I will explain it when we get there. So you get through Collapse Expressway, get through here, and then you see Tifa come in the carriage. You see her third and last dress. That registered just afterwards. Then you go and talk to Sam. When you talk to Sam, make sure you pick, she's great at handing books. because that will give you points towards Madam M's questline if you want to get manuscripts. Yes, she's great at handling books. So after that, you head into the city after and talk to the hotel guy on the left and tell him how much. That will count towards Madam M's questline as well. Very important if you want to do them. And then head towards the mansion after. You'll see Johnny on the way. Just ignore him. You don't need to talk to him. Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. I'll ignore him. It's not a problem at all. Into the mansion. Talk to the lackey. And then you come back out and you've got to talk to Andrea, Madam M and Sam. You want to talk to Madam M last because you always have to go there last anyway afterwards, after they've all done. So after leaving the mansion, go and talk to Andrea. Then go and talk to Sam. When you talk to Sam, in dialogue choice, heads or tails, choose no deal if you want Madam M's quest line, because that counts more towards Madam M's quest line. Yeah, so very important. On Sam's dialogue choice, if you want to do that later, choose no deal. Then after you spoke to him, you'll go talk to Madam M. You'll get asked what course you want. You want the course which costs 3,000 gil, that most expensive, because that will give you the most points towards Madam M. After that, you need to head to the Colosseum. So go to Colosseum, kill the enemies, kill Hellhouse. At the start of the Colosseum, do not drink the mystery drink, because that as well counts towards Sam. So do not drink that, the mystery drink in the Colosseum. Yeah, so Colosseum, Hellhouse. Once you beat Hellhouse, you'll be at the top. You don't need to go back down. Just head straight back to Madam M and let Aerith inside and leave her to get ready. It'll take a few hours. And then after that, that's the stage at which the side quests become available. Now, you'll have Madam M's, you'll have Angel of the Slums, Burning Thighs, and Shear's Counterattack. Shear's Counterattacks unlocks after doing the other two. And Shear's Counterattacks need to go in the Colosseum. You've got that enemy with that dog with two heads where you need to use the raise materia, like revive, and it does loads of damage. He's like undead. And Angel of the Slums, I think you have some human enemies and one of them stronger butch types. But we want to do no side quests first to get Cloud's worst stress. But that's the point. You want to make a save if you do want to do them and get the manuscripts. So make a save when you leave Madam M's after dropping off Aerith after Hellhouse. And then once you made that save, interact with the door again and tell him that you're done. And then Johnny will appear and then he'll tell you obviously to go to the mansion. Go to the mansion, talk to the lackey, and when you come out, Aerith will be in a nice new flashy dress. Her last dress, dress number 3. And then all we need then is Cloud. So head down to Andreas and do the dance. Do the dance. So I hope you got your dancing shoes on, guys. Do the dance. And then afterwards, Cloud will come out. And after you talk to him when he stands in the corner all upset and thinking, what the fuck am I doing to myself? That's when the trophy will pop. So at that point, you can either reload that save just at the point where you can do the side quest and then do the Madam M side quests on hard and get them 2 manuscripts. I don't use manuscripts, by the way. I don't bother doing these because they're only going to let you get defense nodes in the weapon upgrade trees, and as you see from our boss fights, we don't take much damage anyway, so I don't bother getting them, but it's up to you. I just did this on the EC to get it done quicker. Yeah, so if you want the manuscripts and you did this on hard, reload at that point where the side quests begin and do them. But you want to make sure either way complete this chapter, because we want to get that Fury Ring. You can get the Fury Ring in another chapter, one a bit later, but I want to get it now so you can use it on the next boss on chapter 10. So complete chapter 10, sorry, not chapter 10, chapter 9, get to the end of the chapter and remember that Fury Ring at the bottom of Lackey's mansion, not Lackey's mansion, it's Corneo's, bottom of Corneo's mansion, it's at the back. You kill the enemies when you're controlling Aerith and Tifa, you fit through that tight gap, and in that chest it's your Fury Ring. And then just complete the chapter, and you may as well because you're at the end. And that's it, guys. Yeah, so that'll get you all the dresses, all the dress trophy, and then that's basically most that stuff out of the way, most accumulative stuff. All you have now is to complete the game on hard modes and do all the combat simulators, the difficult ones on mission 17? Yeah, mission 17, but we'll do that when we get there, guys. So that's far away. We've still got many chapters to do yet and many more manuscripts to get. Yeah, so don't worry, we've got plenty of time to more practice for yourself to get more skilled. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Any problems, just ask me in the comments. Fire away, guys. I'm always around. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.